Feel like the one, feeling it stuck. This ain't no rock, that's diamond in the cup. Light on my shoulders, I'm getting them rough. Money don't fold up, I feel like Pac in the tub. Showered in gold chains, knots on me. They got the slices, I stay with the block of cheese. Broccoli pressure, both cost me 43. Hey, I stay in my lane, don't fuck with no one. Fuck with no one. Whoa. If you mad, hold your horses, I'm still going up. You cannot stop it, just sit back and watch it. I pull up in different whips, yeah, I got options. Don't play with that sneak dissing, boy, you chotters. They see me in person, they wanna talk about it. I feel like I'm, who you feel like? I feel like I'm packing the tub with the chains on. Whole lot of gold. They want me to turn it down, I gotta stay on. And never go out. We ain't dimming the lights, no. Going out like their bikes. 12 o'clock, everybody eating over here. Having more than one bite. Only the team get to play. Why? Only the team get to stay. Yeah. Silver spoon where they were with me. Dogs aggressive like they never ate. I was too quiet on the other side. Where they at? But I know they ain't plotting. Fuck with me, you die. No, I ain't playing. Telling me what? I don't give a fuck. They gon' talk when you down, they gon' talk when you up. I take what they say, along with the eighth. Kept me a wood, then I burn it up. Pocket the tub, chains on me. Feel like a thug, loud of guns. All got kickback, down your son. Still score when they foul, one. Need mine and some, plus. Spray on my body, rack, plus. Some say I changed, I'm racked up. Hit for the money, fuck who next up. I stay on my 10, ain't no taking me out. Got a blunt in my hand, one in my mouth. Some say I talk cocky, but this ain't no act. Stay with that one, I ain't watching like my mouth.
Yo. What's going on? Talk to me, y'all. This is Marcus Rosa, a.k.a. Mazuma TV, back at y'all with some more boxing talk, another live for y'all head tops, you know what I mean? Hit the like button as soon as you come in, you know what I mean? I got a couple things I need to say before I go live, of course. Shout out to my boy Miles Jordan, who left some comments before I even went live. Shout out to him for checking in, even when I wasn't even on here. Kevin Corrant, shout out to you, man. You've been coming on the channel a lot lately, man. I appreciate the consistency and the support. Tesla, what up? Notes, my brother Notes, man. What's going on, man? We got some things that we need to talk about, man. And there's a lot of things we're gonna talk about today. So there's been some news that's been coming out, but I haven't been able to fill it in. You know what I mean? As a matter of fact, I think I'm gonna edit the title too. I'm gonna take Jerron Ennis out of this. And I'm gonna replace it with the Devin Haney and Ryan Garcia fight news that we received, which is pretty dope as well. And you might just see me over there. You know what I mean? So this is what we gonna talk about tonight, man. But until then, you know what I mean? Hit the like button, man. If you appreciate the content, you support the nation, you support the mob, you support Mazuma TV, man. Hit the like button as soon as you come in. It is very much appreciated. Mazuma TV clips, what's going on? Talk to me. How y'all feeling? I hope everybody's having a blessed, beautiful night. Of course, you know what I mean? I had a pretty productive day, man. What I want to say for the most part is shout out to Bozy Ennis, you know what I mean? Jerron Ennis, Pop, for inviting me to come through to the dungeon, man. You know what I mean? I stopped by Bozy's dungeon this afternoon, and we had some great sparring, man. There was some top-notch sparring in the building. Shout out to Christian Cardo and Ramel Cruz. Two Philadelphia pros that's on the rise right now, some of the best, not in the country, but in the world, in their weight divisions, man. Very promising guys that could win some world titles in the future, so be on the lookout for them. They both gave my guys some work, you know what I mean? And it was great, man. It was great. And it really showed me exactly where my guy Derek Moore is at, man. I'm extremely proud of him and how far he has come since he first walked into the gym, you know what I mean? And we're going to be more than ready for the Golden Gloves, man, so I'm really looking forward to it. Shout out to YSM Sports Media, man. He actually ended up popping up to the gym, and we got an interview in. I had posted the first part of the interview on my community page, so go check that out. You know what I mean? Go check that out. And part 2 should be coming out tomorrow or sometime soon, you know what I mean? Shout out to Jamil Parker and YSM Sports Media for being a good friend of mine in the boxing game for a while. You know what I mean? He's been supportive of me ever since I opened up my boxing gym. So shout out to him for, you know, doing all the interviews with me. And, you know, I seen some little slick ass comments, you know what I mean? Some you know, some weirdos saying, "Oh, this is the first time I've ever seen Marcus Rose on here," or "This is the first time I've seen MarkMazuma on here," or "This is the first time." Bro, listen, if you go put Mark Rosa, YSM Sports Media, I have a plethora of interviews that I've done with him dating years back. You know what I'm saying? So I don't even understand why y'all going out your way to just say some hate and shit about me. You know what I mean? Long story short, bro, take my dick out your mouth. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's that simple. Like, like y'all so weird on here, bro. I swear to God. But yeah, man, there was some great work that we seen today. You feel what I mean? And it was great, man. It was great, man. Shout out to Jerron Ennis, man. Real good dude. You know, real welcoming. You know what I mean? Bozy Ennis always welcoming. Rasheem Jefferson, great trainer. Lawrence Smalls, who's a great trainer as well. It was a great atmosphere. Breadman was also in the building. It was a great time, man. It is good to see a lot of the top Philadelphia fighters all in one building. You know what I mean? Just staying locked in on their craft and just helping each other get better and just building. It's dope to see, man. I love it. You know what I mean? Yeah, so shout out to them, man. Shout out to Jamil Parker for allowing me to be on his platform once again. So be on the lookout for that. I'll post that on my community page once the second part is posted. You know what I mean? Miles Jordan said the real boxing channel in the game is it's refreshing to hear unbiased boxing news and commentary. You the realest in the game. Salute, yo, Miles. I really appreciate that, man. Thank you. I've been going through a lot of. I've been getting critiqued a lot lately. You know what I mean? There's been a lot of people that just been on my head top pause, um, because of the opinions that I have. You know, because nowadays if you don't have a mutual, if you don't have the same opinion as somebody, they look at you like a hater. You know what I mean? Or if you don't side with them, you a hater. But at the end of the day, I'm a yes man to nobody. I don't work for anybody. You know what I mean? On this YouTube stuff. You know what I mean? And this is the thing. It's very rare if you agree with somebody. Well, it's impossible, bro. I don't know not one person that I've ever came across in my life that I've agreed with 100%. Never. You know what I mean? Like we could see eye to eye on a lot of things. You know what I mean? But there might be that one aspect where it's like, no, I don't see what you see, but I respect your opinion, and we can just go about it from there. On YouTube, that's like impossible somehow. It's like it's very rare if you disagree with somebody. It's very rare if somebody comes on here and disagrees with you, and then they still rock with you. You know what I'm saying? It's like, oh, I'm unsubbing, man. I can't believe you said that about my favorite fighter. How dare you, nigga? How dare you? I'm like, God damn, like this, bro, it's just boxing. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is, man. He said you secured a Jerron Ennis interview. Not yet, man. I just been letting him breathe. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, bro. I don't know if I'm cut out for like the running down and doing interviews on people. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I just be wanting people to just have they time and they space and stuff like that. And I feel like I'm intruding on what they on they like privacy and stuff like that. I don't know, bro. I'm weird when it comes to that. You know, there was a time where he had told me to come to the gym, but unfortunately I wasn't able to. But he was just doing his thing. You know what I mean? He was training, he was kicking it with his people and shit like that. And I didn't want to intervene with what he had going on. So um it is what it is. You know what I mean? But eventually we definitely gonna get that popping, man. I want to set it up the right way so ain't no surprises if I walk in and you know what I mean. I think another thing is too, bro. I don't know how I'm gonna handle like somebody if I was to be like, and I know Boo's not like this, you know what I mean? But let's say it was a situation where I'm like, yo, bro, can I get an interview? And they be like, no. And I'll be sitting there like not knowing how to take that. I don't know to feel disrespected or to just let it go. I don't even want to be conflicted in that type of way. So I try to like refrain from asking at all. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. You know what I mean? But yeah, yeah, yeah. Health is wealth. He said Mazuma mom need boots and Mazuma. Yeah, man, he's been heavily requested. And I told him too, and we were supposed to lock that in, but things happen for a reason. You know what I mean? I'm gonna just let that build up. I'm gonna let that marinate. Just like how these promoters and these boxing fans be cool with letting shit marinate. We gonna let this boost fight, this boost interview marinate. We gonna let the Bozy Ennis interview marinate. It's like, no, we don't play that shit around here. I'm gonna try to get that done for y'all ASAP, man. My apologies for not making it happen right away. But we gonna get it popping. Stephen Fulton too. You know what I mean? I'm gonna try to get him on the channel as well. We got some things. I seen the interview with YSM. You look real antisocial. No, that's not it, man. I get that all the time, right? that I'm antisocial or I don't look approachable. Uh, it's something that's always been said about me, but I'm not really like that. You know, I'm not really like that. Don't let the face fool you. I don't know. I don't know. I guess I just give off that impression. I don't know, but that's not how I am at all. I'm not gonna sit there and just be Joe with you and like, high fiving you and just being all in your face. Nah, but if you speak to me, I'm a respond. You know what I mean? I'm not that type of person. You feel me? Um, you should bring Boots and Coach Boozy on a live that would be lit. I try to do that, but the time that I be coming on, they just be getting ready for bed and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Bosey like 67, 68 years old, bro. He ain't trying to be up this late. Ain't no disrespect to him, but he got a schedule just like everybody else do. So, if I do a live, it's gonna have to be within a reasonable time frame. And they gotta be on a certain day because these are busy men. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. Yeah, bro. Philly stacked with fighters. Yeah, Stephen Fulton was there, Romel Cruz, Christian Cardo. They had Malachi Jones, I believe. He's ranked. He's like a nationally ranked amateur. O'Shea, I think her name was O'Shea Jones. I believe she was there, bro. It was just jam-packed, bro. Great coaches, great fighters. It was a good time, man. It's good to see everybody come together to work. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. People say I always got a mean mug or serious look on my face. They say I look standoffish. Bro, that's the story of my life, bro. That's the story of my life, bro. Believe it or not. But let's get to it. Okay, Kevin Curran says who should Fulton fight as a comeback fight? I mean, I'm assuming he's gonna go to 126 pounds because I think 122 is very hard for him to make, especially in that NUA fight. No excuses at all. That's just something that I heard him say. You know what I mean? So with that being known, it's like 126. I mean, a Brandon Figueroa rematch would be dope. Um, we're gonna have to look. We're gonna have to look at the 126-pound division to really get an understanding. You know what I mean? But as far as I know, bro, I would love to see the Brandon Figueroa rematch with Stephen Fulton. That shit was a action-packed fight, man. I love that fight. You know what I mean? I think that that'll be a good mix-up between the two again. And Brandon Figueroa felt like he beat Stephen Fulton the first time they fought. It was a close competitive fight. I thought Stephen Fulton did enough to beat him. But I wouldn't mind seeing that again, bro. That stylistically is a real good matchup because although Stephen Fulton is a sound skilled athletic fighter, he knows how to fight on the inside. He know how to and he don't mind getting down and dirty in the ring. You know what I'm saying? He don't mind going tit for tat, blow for blow. He don't mind showing his dog. You know what I mean? Showing his grit, his determination, and seeing them exchange leather, bro. That'd be dope. You know what I mean? So I would love to see that rematch. That's probably be number one on my list, honestly. Uh, health is wealth. He right to the point. He says, Mazuma, what's your opinion on this clown Ben Whitaker showboating on taxi drivers? Well, uh, I mean, obviously, it looks like you feel a way about it, but in all honesty, man, I'm for. I don't really mind it. You know what I mean? I don't really mind it because at the end of the day, Ben Whitaker is an up and coming dude who's not really known as of yet. But based off of that viral video that he just had, um, based on that off of that viral video he had, man, they said that he had gotten up to 100,000 followers. So that's just him promoting himself, being entertaining, great, just building up his fan base. You know what I mean? And I don't see anything wrong with it. If he's showboating and he's winning convincingly, bro, then it's good for his stock in the game. You know what I mean? So I mean, is the showboating corny since it's against low level opposition? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, it's like he has a fan base to build. You know what I'm saying? I'm with the showboating as long as you're looking good in the process of showboating. I cannot stand motherfuckers who showboat and then look like dog shit while they performing. You know what I mean? Like the people, like the person who talks trash in the ring, but they're losing the rounds. Like I don't understand that. But as long as you really as long as you in there and you dominating and you looking impressive while you doing it, I don't mind it at all. You know what I mean? I told you guys, I like drama with the press conferences, not as a person, but in terms of building up fights. I love the drama. I love the bad blood. I love the trash talk. I love a good build up. I love good trash talk. You know what I mean? It's just that's what I like. You know what I mean? It makes the fight more interesting. But that's just me personally. Then you say you seen Danny Garcia too. Yeah, he had a couple fighters that he's been doing business with on the same card as us last Saturday at the 2300 arena. So he did show his face. You know, he came with his father, and they were sitting ringside just watching the fights. You know what I mean? So yeah, I did see Danny. I didn't speak to him, but yeah, I definitely uh saw him. Fulton won that fight 7-5. That's a close fight though. That's only one round. You know what I mean? Because if he lost one round, then it'd be a draw. So Carlos Jet Rivera, what happened with you and Southpaw? Nothing. Ain't nothing happened to me. You know what I mean? Ain't nothing happened. You know what I mean? And for real, why you coming on here trying to talk about two other men business? You need to worry about your own. For real. They ain't your business. Stephen Fulton versus Isaac Dogbay. That's a good fight too. That's a good fight. I don't know. I feel like the Brandon Figueroa one was a. I think that's still more intriguing. I would like to see that. Isaac Dogbay and Brandon Figueroa would be a good matchup too. Ben Whitaker versus Khalil Cole. Yeah, that's good. But I would like to throw Atifo Burlington in there. Ben Whitaker versus Atifo Burlington. Ben Whitaker like to do the showing off and the drunken master shit. Atif get into that too, and I think Atif better than him though. You know what I mean? And I'm not saying this because I used to work with Atif or anything like that. I think all around the board, I think Atif is better than Ben Whitaker. So I would love to see that. Would love to see that. So let's get that popping. Ben Whitaker versus uh Atif O'Burlton. Atif beat Khalil Cole in the amateurs. You know what I'm saying? I think Atif would dog walk him. That's just me though. That's just me. And I don't want to hear that Ben Whitaker the favorite because he more popular, he got more followers, bro. Followers don't win fights, none of that shit. Do your research on Atifo Burlton before you go and you make your opinion on a fight between the two. Really analyze them guys. Then if you still feel like Ben Whitaker the favorite, all right, cool. But if they ever make that fight happen, I've seen this man in the gym. I've seen what Atif is capable of doing. That's a special fighter right there. And it's going to take another special fighter to beat him. In all honesty, you feel what I mean? I got Atif washing Ben Whitaker. That's just me, though. That's just me. You call me biased, call me whatever you want. And whenever they start building that fight up, you better believe I'm gonna be talking my shit to them UK motherfuckers, boy. Oh yeah, yeah. You could bet on that. You could bet on that for sure. Yeah, Jose Benavidez stay talking trash when he losing. Yeah, that's what I don't like. He be talking crazy and just be down like 6-0. I'm like, bro, why don't you do something before you start talking crazy? Find a solution before you run your mouth. Health as well said Ben Whitaker would never fight Atif. He's scared of British fighters at 175. He's a 26-year-old silver medalist still fighting bums. Or Burlington will school him. Yeah, I mean, Atif he had a good tune-up his last fight because he had came off of a bad injury. But before that, he beat two undefeated fighters back to back. One was on Showbox, the other one was at the arena. And one of them used to work with Floyd Mayweather and stuff like that. Two undefeated fighters back to back. Go check the box rec if you think I'm capping. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. You know what I mean? So uh yeah, yeah. Nah, stop motion. You draw. He said like Jay Tony said they all bums in England. Yeah, he definitely said that. Yo, James Tony told Nigel Benn and Chris Eubank, he said, when I see you, I'm gonna beat you and your mama's ass. And neither one of them said nothing. I was like, wow. That's just like, but you know what's worse than that? Teofimo seeing his dad get put to sleep by Keyshawn and him not doing nothing about it. That's probably that takes the cake right there. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. So let's get into what this live is about, man. Let's talk about this whole PBC situation with Canelo. I got an article right here for y'all to check out just in case y'all think I'm capping or anything like that. Because sometimes when I report these things, they're like, where are you getting your information from? Well, I got my information right here, man. Shout out to Bad Left Hook for the article. You know what I mean? Let me share this screen with y'all so y'all can see what I'm talking about. You know what I mean? Let's see right here. So Canelo Alvarez seems to be in a little bit of a situation right now. You know what I mean? Because PBC and Canelo have been trying to figure out together at least exactly what his next move is going to be. And there's been a lot of speculation in terms of who he will be facing next. You know what I'm saying? They were saying Terrence Crawford at one point. They were saying so many different names, bro. So many different names from middleweights to welterweights to super middleweights to bro. You already know. But as of lately, they were bringing up names like David Benavidez, which we know is not going to happen next. We know that for a fact. Jaime Munguia and Jamal Charlo. You know what I mean? So, a lot of people were under the belief that Jamal Charlo was going to be the one next, right? That's what a lot of people was thinking, including myself, because Canelo Alvarez had just put out an interview with this Mexican show. I forgot exactly what the show name is. My apologies, but he said that his next fight will not be against a Mexican, and Jaime Munguia appears to be a Mexican, from what I understand. So he's making it clear that he's not fighting Munguia next. But according to PBC, they seem real adamant about um, him fighting Jaime Munguia if he wants this $35 million guarantee. PBC has reportedly stated that they have the $35 million in hand, but they're not going to be willing to give him $35 million for Jamal Charlo. You know what I'm saying? Like, all right, we'll give you this money, but you know what I mean? We feel like the Jaime Munguia fight will sell more. So because it sells more, we want this to be the thing. Like this is the fight we want you to take. You want this money, you got to take this fight. You feel me? So that's just what it is at this current point. So let me share this article with y'all. It's by Bad Left Hook. And it says PBC reportedly pushing for Canelo versus Jaime Munguia in May. Says Canelo has 2 fights remaining on his promotional deal with PBC, which began with last September's decision win over Jamal Charlo. We know that already. It says with just 2 months remaining, we got some weirdo calling me. Shout out to the weirdo calling me. I don't know who it is, but they probably see me live, so they want to call. You know, I've been having some trolls call my phone lately too. Yeah, man. Sorry, y'all. This is what happens when, you know, you go through these type of things when you got trolls and shit like that. Yeah, I mean, let me just put that real quick. So let's just put that. But anyways, so with just 2 months remaining until Canelo Alvarez's next scheduled bout, there's little indication of who will actually welcome the Mexican superstar back in the ring. Canelo recently insisted that he be facing a Mexican, with the ring naming Jamal Charlo as his opponent, but Charlo himself took to social media to deny any allegations took place. And that's when he was on the island sipping his little pina colada, you know what I mean, drunk on the boat, talking about, I ain't hear nothing from Canelo. I ain't hear nothing from Canelo. You know what I'm saying? So that's pretty much what's going on right now. So it seems like it's in the air. You know what I mean? Because if Jamal Charlo would have heard anything, I'm sure he would have said it. Because usually you tell the truth when you drunk, right? Right. So Canelo also has something else going on. Let me just put this article away right now, since I mean, there's nothing that's really gonna tell me that I already don't know. You feel what I mean? But um, Canelo also has a long overdue mandatory and David Benavidez. But knowing the WBC and how much they back Canelo, you see what I'm saying? Most likely they're gonna grant Canelo an extension. You know what I mean? They're gonna grant him an extension and they're gonna grant him his extension and just allow Canelo to do whatever he wants until he's able to fully uh avoid David Benavidez until September or maybe until next year. Or maybe he won't fight him at all, man. Who knows? Because as of right now, they don't really look like they're interested in fighting David Benavidez within this 3-fight deal that PBC has for him. You see what I'm saying? Boxing Magic says Viva Canelo. Yeah, so I'm sure you condoning the fuckery that Canelo is getting into, man. But shout out to you, man. It is what it is. I mean, you can rock for whoever you rock for. But so yeah, this is a pretty interesting article right here. So I don't know how Canelo's gonna take this because Canelo has shown to have a problem with authority. You know what I mean? He don't like nobody telling him what to do since he's gotten to this point. You know what I mean? Since he's gotten to this point, he feels like nobody can tell him anything. He's gonna do whatever he wants to do. And if you not really rocking with what he want to do, he could care less, and he's just gonna go about his business however he goes about it. Now, they said, "Yo, we got the bread. We just not gonna give you that opponent. We just don't want you to fight Jamal Charlo because we feel like we're not gonna get our return in investment if we give you this money." You feel what I mean? So PBC's probably looking at it. This is all reports. This is not. This is reportedly. Emphasis on reportedly. So this may not be true. You know what I mean? This is from somebody's source. We don't know whether this is valid or not. You know what I'm saying? But regardless, it seems like PBC like, yo, we want to give you this bread, but we want you to do it under the condition that you fight Jaime Munguia. Why? Because we feel like that'll generate more revenue than the Jamal Charlo fight because it's two Mexicans. You know what I'm saying? Mexico versus Mexico. You know what I mean? It's the young up and coming Mexican kid since who may be looked at by some people. I disagree, but maybe looked at as the future of Mexican boxing and Jaime Munguia. And then you have the current um guy who's on top of Mexico boxing right now, Canelo Alvarez. You feel what I mean? Now, I do think that David Benavidez should take that place of Jaime Munguia in terms of being the future of Mexican boxing. But David Benavidez is a Mexican American who's also like I think he's like half Ecuadorian. So they might not look at him how the way they look at Jaime Munguia, who's just like a full-fledged Mexican from Mexico. You know what I'm saying? So to definitely get the Mexicans' attention. And they might feel like that if they give Canelo this 35 million, the money that they'll be able to make that or at least break even on that fight. You feel what I'm saying? So it is what it is. You feel me? So that's where we at this particular time. Um, yeah, what is going on? This isn't me making anything up. This isn't me making anything up at all. This is like literally an article that I'm reading right now. Yeah, like I'm reporting an article. What are you talking about? You like, yo, I shared the screen and everything. I read part of the article to you. Y'all saying I'm making stuff up. Like, you can't make this up right here. So it is what it is. You feel me? Yo, bro. If y'all got a wrench, I know what to do though. Yeah, yeah, these Canelo fans, bro. They be in their bag. You can't really tell them nothing. Bro, I got like this weirdo. No, let me see something real quick. Let's get this little weirdo his attention. Cause I got somebody calling me. You know what I mean? Let's entertain the people. Let's entertain the people. Cause I'm sure they looking. Let's see. Got somebody calling me from New York. What facts are you presenting, Magic? Hold on. There's somebody that keeps calling me. Let's get this out the way. Cause I have been getting like weird little text messages and calls and shit like that. But let's really get down to it. Huh? No, they just sending me like little weird text messages. I'm gonna call them though, so I'm gonna call you back. Let's really give them what they looking for. You want my attention, motherfucker? Let's do it. Let me take them off the block list real quick, cause now they like, why you block me? Why you block me, nigga? You know who the fuck I am? Why you blocking me? Like, bro, I don't know who you are, but we about to figure this out. Let's see. Let's see. You better answer your phone too, because you called me 3 times. So you better answer your phone, whoever that is. You know what I'm saying? Let's see where this block list at. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm sorry for the brief interruption. You feel me?
Hi, you've reached 1646.
Well, of course. That's usually how it go. It says end your live, love. Like, who the fuck is this? But anyway, yeah, this is what you gotta deal with, bro. And I see exactly why dudes don't really engage with they subscribers or they chat or anything like that, because you gotta deal with stuff like this, man. You know what I mean? Like, unfortunately, like I'm a boxing trainer, of course, so I conduct a lot of business through social media. So because I have like my number being presented online and stuff like that, people take it, they call you, they text you, all types of threats. You know what I mean? Talk to you all crazy, disrespect you all crazy. But it is what it is, man. They come with the game. I ain't really tripping. It's really frustrating, honestly, because I'm new to this. You know what I mean? I'm new to this shit, so I don't know how these internet trolls really be. I think, I think this is real talk, yo. I think this is the bull real talk. Like, this is what you gotta deal with, bro. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to everybody. You know what I mean? People just, I block a number and then they'll come up with another number. It is what it is. You feel me? But we just gonna block that number too. We gonna continue on with our show. You feel me? Let me put this phone on do not disturb and then continue about our day. Cause these motherfuckers is weirdos. You feel me? Yeah, man. Unfortunately, I'm gonna have to get a new number. I'm gonna have to get a new number. You know what I'm saying? Because I've had the same number since I was a kid. But because these people are losers, they real life trolls, and they don't got nothing else better to do with their life. You know what I mean? They go on my social media, they see I got like posters promoting like my boxing stuff and things of that nature. There's people that sending me comments talking about they gonna pull up to my gym and they gonna take the trip and come to my hood. And bro, it's non-stop. You know what I mean? But because I rock with the nation, I know I rock with the mob. You know what I mean? We gonna keep it moving. You know what I mean? Because a lot of these people in real life, bro, they either gonna walk right past me or they gonna sit there and act like they know my channel or they act like they fuck with me. It is what it is. You know what I mean? But this is what I have to deal with on a regular basis, man. But shout out to the 21 people that's in the building. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's definitely stalker behavior, but it's nothing I can do because they on the internet, bro. What can I do? You know? It is what it is, man. Y'all hit the like button, of course. If y'all appreciate the content, I apologize for getting stalled in these conversations. But in good news, you know what I'm saying? In good news, um, it seems like PBC is applying a lot of pressure on Canelo Alvarez. You know what I mean? Applying a lot of pressure on Canelo. You know what I'm saying? And they like, yo, you want this money? You want this bankroll, nigga? You gonna have to fight this man. You not gonna fight Jamal Charlo for no 35 million. You know why? Because PBC understands that the people don't want to see that fight. They don't want to see that fight. So because the people don't want to see that fight, it's very unlikely that they're gonna buy the pay-per-view for Canelo Alvarez and Jamal Charlo. But Canelo Alvarez is in the state of mind where he feels like he deserves this certain amount of money, regardless of who he fights. But the reality of the situation is, I mean, Canelo, you are one of the biggest stars in boxing, but at the same time, I don't know if you bring that much money to the table as to where you could fight a complete dud, and the people that's putting up $35 million is going to be able to get their money back. I don't know if you're going to be able to generate that money back off of that fight with Jamal Charlo. I think that'll honestly be a dud because the people understand that Jamal Charlo has been off for multiple years. You know what I mean? He has an alcohol problem. He has a partying problem. Obviously, he's not all the way there mentally. So because we playing all these things um, as like real factors, what is the possibility that Jamal Charlo has any type of chance of defeating Canelo Alvarez, who's been consistent, been active, and has been and has been at the top of his game, staying disciplined. You know what I mean? Canelo likes to party, he likes to drink, but it doesn't sound like it's something that's as bad as Jamal Charlo's situation where he's drunk calling people and asking people for money and things of that nature, bro. I don't think Canelo's really going out that sad. You see what I mean? So, and Canelo Alvarez, I mean, like I said in my last video, he's a vulture, man. You know how like vultures, they sit there, they wait for the animal to die, and then as soon as the animal is down bad, then that's when they come down and they start picking away, start picking away. That's what Canelo Alvarez likes to do, man. He likes to take fighters when they're at their worst point, you know what I mean, or at a serious disadvantage and take advantage of them. That's what he does. You know what I'm saying? So I hope Jamal Charlo gets all the help he needs. You know what I mean? I hope he gets all the help he needs. I hope he bounces back the best way possible because I don't want to see another Adrian Broner story. I don't. You know what I mean? Because Adrian Broner at this point in time, uh, he's not doing so well. Adrian Broner went from getting big fights with Mike Donna, Sean Porter, Mikey Garcia, Manny Pacquiao to within a few years being signed with Don King. If that don't tell you everything you need to know, then nothing will. You feel what I mean? So hopefully Jamal Charlo learns from Broner's mistakes or just fighters from the past. 'Cause there's other fighters who've gotten addicted to drugs and fell off in their career as well. Hopefully he learns from those situations. You know what I mean? And doesn't replicate what they've done. You know what I mean? Because there's nothing good that comes out of it. Um but he needs to wake up now. He doesn't want it to be a situation where it gets to the point where he's so reliant on alcohol that it starts to affect his training camps and things of that nature. Because I ain't gonna lie, when he fought Jose Benavidez, he looked like he was showing shades of his old self. You know what I mean? Like the jab was still there. He looked like he was in pretty good conditioning. The power was still there. The timing was definitely there as well. So we want to keep him as close to that Jamal Charlo as possible because as he continues to drink, as he continues to party and do things that's bad for his body, we're gonna see less and less and less of that version of Jamal Charlo. Alcohol destroys the body. We know this. Like it happens, bro. We've seen it happen time and time again. And the fact that boxers know this and they continue to indulge in that, is sad. You know what I mean? It's sad. That's not something you should be really engaging in if you know that your body is literally your money maker. It's gonna put you in the it's gonna put you in the best position possible to win and get these big paydays. But then y'all are drinking liquor that's really detrimental to your body, and as a result, could put you in bad scenarios going into fights. You know what I mean? And as you continue to lose, your pay just steadily drops. That's not something that you want. You know what I mean? My boy Jordan Sheriff in the building. My boy Jordan Sheriff in the building. He says, salute Mark and the mob. Maul should have at least a year of activity against the right level of competition and clean living before he consider a mega fight with Canelo. I agree with that 1,000%. But I don't think that's something that does Canelo want that though. Does Canelo care for that? No, because at the end of the day, them history books are gonna say Canelo Alvarez beat Jamal Charlo. You know what I mean? Like people not gonna be really asking for context or anything of that nature 20, 30 years down the line. The history books are gonna say Canelo beat Jamal. So Canelo could give a fuck less whether Jamal is active or not. I think that he would prefer Jamal to be inactive so he could be in the best possible position to win. That's just what I personally think. That's what Canelo has shown me in the past. You know what I mean? Since Canelo Alvarez became undisputed, he has defended it against guys who weren't even the 168-pound weight class. You know what I mean? But hit the like stream, hit the likes. You know what I mean? Hit the likes on this live. You know what I'm saying? We got 30 people in the building, man. I appreciate you guys tuning in and watching me work. You know what I mean? And shout out to the chat for keeping the conversation flowing. You know what I mean? Um, for sure, man. Shout out to Mazuma TV Clips, man. He's been helping the channel out a whole lot, man. He's been putting together some great videos. You know what I mean? I'm very appreciative for that, man. Um, Uh, a Jose Benavidez fight wasn't a good indicator. I do agree he needs another fight, but at 168, he does need a fight at 168. In all honesty, bro, I think he needs all the activity he could possibly get before a Canelo fight. Because he'll be fighting in May, it's very unlikely that he'll get a fight in between now and then. You feel me? So I don't know, man. Let's just see. Let's just see. But reportedly, PBC don't really want him to fight Jamal Charlo. They telling you, yo, you want this bankroll? You want this bankroll? Well, you're not gonna get this bankroll fighting Jamal. That's what I'm telling you. But this is according to reports. This could be cap. This could be cap. Don't take my word for it. This could be cap. But I'm telling you, if this is true, PBC is pretty much telling you, yo, we give you this bread, but you know what I mean? We gotta get this money back. So you gotta have to fight somebody that the people are interested in seeing you fight. Because after the Jaime Munguia win against John Ryder, there was a lot of people that was actually like talking about the possibility of him fighting Canelo and how it might be an intriguing fight, or they were just putting their names both together because they share a common opponent now. You know what I mean? And Canelo went the distance with John Ryder, and Jaime Munguia stopped him. So they were making it seem like Jaime Munguia's performance was more impressive because he got the job done, and Canelo had to go the whole distance with him in order to beat him. You know what I mean? So I already knew from that moment that people were gonna juggle the possibility of them two fighting. You know what I mean? Now, do I really care to see that fight? It's a good fight. It's a good fight. You know what I mean? It's all right. But is it the fight though? Is it the fight though? Absolutely not. We all know, me and you watching right now, me and you watching this video right now, y'all know exactly, we know exactly who the real fight is. You know what I mean? That's against the Mexican monster, Bandana Roja, David Benavidez. You know what I'm saying? So that's just my whole take on that situation, man. PBC look like, yeah, I mean, they being selective with who Canelo Alvarez is gonna face next. It looked like it's a little bit of pushback on PBC, and so let's see how Canelo responds to that. Is he gonna take on a Mexican after he said that he's not fighting the Mexican next? He told the people, yo, I'm not fighting the Mexican next. It's gonna be against an American. But with this pushback from PBC, will it make Canelo Alvarez change his mind, or will it make him rebel against PBC? My feelings are telling me, based off of his past, his history, that he's going to rebel against PBC because nobody tells Canelo what to do except Canelo. You feel what I mean? But we just going to have to wait and see. And that's if these reports are true. You know what I mean? That's true. The fight to make is Benavidez, but I do want to see Canelo and Munguia. And because you saying that, Teach, that's exactly why PBC, according to these reports, is only willing to give him 35 million for that fight alone, not Jamal Charlo. So, you know what I mean? There's some interest there. It's not the Benavidez interest, but there's some interest there for sure. Do you think Canelo will be lineal champ at 168 if we were back at the 168 Super 6 tournament days? Hell no. He will not beat Andre Ward. Canelo Alvarez at 168 will not beat Andre Ward. Absolutely not. Um, and that I think he would have had a hard time with somebody like Carl Froch too. But specifically speaking, Andre Ward, nah, he not beating Andre Ward. Not 168 Andre Ward. He not beating 75 Andre Ward. He not beating uh either one of those Andre Wards. He wouldn't have won that tournament. Andre Ward would have still went on to win that tournament. And that's a fact. You know what I mean? That's just my opinion though. There's people that I had debates with because they said that Canelo would beat Andre Ward. I don't know, bro. You know, I feel like Andre Ward has been really disrespected. Um, in terms of like what he's accomplished and things of that nature. I see people on Twitter talk crazy about Andre Ward, and it make me scratch my head. Like, bro, do y'all know who Andre Ward is and what he accomplished, bro? Like, clearly, first ballot Hall of Famer, one of the greatest of this era, behind Floyd. Like after Floyd, it's like you gotta mention Andre Ward. So it is what it is. I just don't see how, because you gotta understand, like when you really break down Canelo Alvarez's style, when he was at 154, he was big puncher, you know what I'm saying? Fast hands, fast combination puncher, explosive, you know what I mean? When he got more into the 160 range, he had the upper body movement, good, he set traps real good, good counter puncher, you know what I'm saying? Things of that nature. Uh, s- uh, good chin. You know what I mean? He could take a shot real well. But then when he went up to 168, his style changed slightly. He became more of a high guard type fighter, walk you to the corner, rip certain combinations, and be real conservative with his gas tank. You know what I'm saying? It's like as he moved up in weight, his conditioning got worse. You know what I'm saying? Because maybe he didn't have to work as hard to get the weight off. He doesn't have to put in that much work in training camps as he's getting older. His body has also taken some more wear and tear. So let's talk about 168 Canelo Alvarez. Let's not talk about 154 and 160-pound Canelo Alvarez. You know what I'm saying? So like that, the 154 and the 160 Canelo is different from the 168 Canelo. I see big differences. You know what I'm saying? Like watch the Canelo at 154, watch him versus Josecito Lopez, then watch the Canelo um that fought Miguel Cotto and Triple G. Then look at the one that just fought John let's say Jamel Charlo. They look totally different. Their approaches is totally different. So if he were to do that high guard walk to him style like Andre Ward, just hoping that you get him to the ropes, bro, he gonna jab the fuck out you, bro. Andre Ward had a world class jab; it could box his ass off and was real gritty on the inside. So even if Canelo Alvarez were to try to bang with him on the inside, I think Andre Ward would have that advantage as well. And we gotta take into consideration Andre Ward was a big 168 too. He filled in the 175 really well and wasn't really oversized by anybody he fought in that division in the time he was there. So I think that Canelo would be at a substantial disadvantage against somebody like Andre Ward. My personal opinion, I think the ring IQ, overall boxing ability, um, uh, skills, like come on, man, it's Andre Ward, bro. Andre Ward, size advantage, everything. Low nose boxing says James, Tony, Ward, and Jones Jr. beat Canelo at 68, but I have Canelo beating Calzaghe, Ben, and Eubank Sr. I don't know if he beat Calzaghe though. I don't think so. Nah, I don't think so, man. I think Calzaghe would have outworked him. Canelo would have had trouble with Calzaghe volume. I don't know if he would have beat Calzaghe. I don't know about that one, but I mean, of course, Low, you know your boxing. That's your name, Low Nose Boxing. So you're entitled to your opinion, but I don't know about Calzaghe. Nigel Benn was a dog too. I don't know. Those all would have been tough fights for Canelo, in my opinion. Anonymous said Ward could switch hit too. He was very versatile. Yeah, extremely intelligent, versatile. I've seen him fight southpaw too, but what a lot of people don't know is Andre Ward is left-handed, and he's an orthodox fighter. So that you already know what type time that jab was on. You know what I'm saying? So there's that for sure. Like I just think that you sound like somebody familiar, real sense. You sound like somebody real familiar. I could tell where you came from. For sure. 28 people in the building, man. Hit the like button. Please, can we get at least 25 likes in the building, man? It is very much appreciated. It's not very difficult at all, man. So if you can hit the like button, it'll definitely help the channel out tremendously. You feel what I'm saying? There you go. Tank, pound for pound number one. Like, bro, that's insane. Insane. All right, man. It is what it is. They coming out full force. Cannot let nobody live, bro. Yeah, man. Never get old. Chad Dawson was getting taken apart the way he did by Ward was masterclass, bro. I watched that fight like 100 times, bro. 100 times. 100 times. That's one of my favorite performances ever. It was dominating. You know what I mean? It was a dominating performance. You know what I mean? Especially who Chad Dawson was at that particular time and him calling out Ward and then going down to the weight class to fight him. And Andre Ward was like the man at 68 at that point, bro. The way that he was able to disguise that left hook in that fight, man. His feints to the body, bro, the footwork overall, just like how composed he was. Like Andre Ward was different, man. The last gold medalist that came out of the US for the men boxers. Nobody from the men's side of boxing in the USA has gotten a gold medal since Andre Ward. And I think he got when he got the gold medal in like 2008. You know what I mean? So there's that, man. So in other news, the last thing I wanted to get into was the whole Devin Haney and Ryan Garcia situation. You know what I mean? No, there's actually one more thing I want to speak about there, but let's just speak about according to Oscar De La Hoya, a post he had just put out. He says that Devin Haney and Ryan Garcia's fight will be taking place at the Barclays Center in Brooklyn. You know what I'm saying? We was talking about that in the group chat, me, Ree, my boy Notes and stuff like that. And it seems like that's very exciting, man. That definitely came out of left field because I don't even recall the last time Golden Boy has done a fight on the East Coast. You see what I'm saying? I don't remember the last time Oscar De La Hoya has done a fight on the East Coast. I might have to do my Googles on that one. But for the most part, Golden Boy like to stay out on the West Coast. They like to be in Cali with it. So to see Oscar De La Hoya here in New York promoting a fight, bro, that's definitely different. Real Sense said, I thought it was in Vegas. Initially, it was in Vegas, but according to Oscar De La Hoya in a tweet he just put out, they relocating to the Barclays. Now, why they doing that, I don't know. But regardless, bro, that's exciting, man. Me being from Philadelphia, Brooklyn is only an hour and a half or hour and 40 minutes away from me. So, man, don't be surprised if you see Mazuma TV over there. You know what I'm saying? Chopping it up with the people. You know what I mean? I might run into some people from the nation over there. You feel me? Just checking in with y'all. Just want to see some great fights, man. Hopefully, it's a lit undercard as well, man. You know what I mean? I'm really looking forward to that. It is a weird choice. It is a weird choice, but considering both of them dudes are from California, like Ryan Garcia's from Victorville, um, Devin Haney's from where I don't know if he's from. They say he's from Nevada. They say he's from Oakland. They say he's from San Francisco, bro. I don't know where the kid from, but regardless, he's from the West Coast as well. So you would think that they would bring that fight to the West Coast, but apparently not. I don't even remember the last time the Barclays had a boxing event there. So bringing fights back to the Barclays is lit, man. It was a great time when the PBC had it. I went to the Barclays to watch Gervonta Davis, Jamal Charlo, Adrian Broner, Jesse Vargas. I watched all them dudes, you know what I'm saying, at the Barclays, and that's a pretty good arena to showcase some fights, and you could definitely pack some seats over there too. You know what I mean? Anonymous said they dropped the ball with the location. I still think it'll do great numbers, man. I mean, New York is New York. You feel me? And they both so well-known fighters in the boxing world, so people gonna come out for it. It should have been on the West Coast. I think Las Vegas would have been the best location, in my opinion. But The East Coast gonna show out for this one. Best believe that. They're gonna sell some tickets at the Barclays now. Trust me. Trust me, they gonna do it. So I'm looking forward to seeing that, man. Y'all might just see me there. You know what I'm saying? So I'm really looking forward to that. And if I do, I'm definitely gonna vlog my whole time while I'm over there. You know what I mean? I'm looking forward to seeing it, man. And shout out to both of these guys for making this fight happen. You know what I mean? Ryan Garcia, I'm highly critical of him. You know what I mean? If y'all been on the channel, y'all know how I feel about Ryan Garcia specifically. But for him to fight Gervonta Davis, you know what I mean? Come back and fight Oscar Duarte and then jump into another big fight with Devin Haney. It's respectable. You know what I mean? It's respectable. I can feel how I feel about Ryan Garcia, but I cannot deny the fact that he's taking some chances, man. And chances make champions at the end of the day. So I respect it. You know, salute to Ryan Garcia for really making the fight happen. I guess he was a man of his word in a sense. You know what I mean? He tried to walk away from Devin real quick, but he spun back. He spun the block and then made the fight happen. So salute to Ryan Garcia, man, and salute to Devin Haney for continuing to challenge himself against notable names. You know what I mean? Notable names, because I mean, Devin Haney could have really gave us Sandor Martin if we really wanted to. And Sandor Martin may be deserving of a shot at the title. You know what I mean? A lot of people feel like he got robbed against Teofimo and stuff like that, but yeah, I mean, which one got a little bit more intrigue to it? Is it Ryan Garcia or is it Sandor Martin? Which one is better for boxing? I think the answer is clearly Ryan Garcia. I think it's going to bring more attention to the sport. You know what I mean? And it's going to do better numbers for the sport, and I think that it'll help push the boxing culture forward more than the Sandor Martin fight. So I'm for it 100%. You know what I mean? And although I do think that Devin Haney is going to wash Ryan Garcia, that's what I personally believe. I think stylistically it's all wrong for Ryan Garcia, but it's still a great fight. It's going to have a great promotion to it. I'm looking forward to the press conferences. I'm looking forward to the weigh-ins. You know what I mean? I'm looking forward to the overall promotion because let's see how much time we got until then. It is currently February 21st. So we got 1, 2, 3. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We got 8 weeks of some change. We got 8 weeks of some change until they fight, so 2 months and some change. So I'm looking forward to seeing how they build up this fight, man, because they got plenty of time. Plenty of time to build this fight up and really do something. I mean, I hope Eddie Hearn, DHP, and the Golden Boy really working on that because if they promote this fight the right way, if they really just keep the fight in our face and keep the drama going, the bad blood between the two, they could do some good. They could do some solid numbers, man. I don't know if they're gonna do Tank and Ryan numbers, but they could do some solid numbers. You know what I'm saying? They could definitely do some solid numbers. So, best of luck to both of them. You know what I mean? I appreciate both of them taking this chance to provide some great entertainment for the boxing fans. And apparently, it's gonna be in Brooklyn. So, like I said, I might see your boy there. You know what I'm saying? You might just see your boy there. T said Ryan dropped a nice trailer. I ain't checked that out yet. But shout out to the 20 people that's in the building. You know what I mean? Hit the like button if you appreciate the content, of course. And the last thing I wanted to get into was an article that I had read on Boxing Scene. You know what I mean? Shout out to Boxing Scene for the information. And apparently, Eddie Hearn would love to sign Jaron Ennis. You know what I mean? Considering, I mean, if you haven't been keeping up with Jaron Ennis as of lately, you would know that unfortunately, one of his handlers has passed away, Cameron Duncan, recently. And since then, I guess he's been going through a lawsuit because I believe since Cameron Duncan passed away, the company had been turned over to his wife. And according to the articles that I read about Jaron Ennis, they said that they feel like his career shouldn't be in his wife's hands because she doesn't have any experience with boxing. He's also like requesting like $1 million, like in excess of $1 million because of his career being stalled. You know what I mean? So I don't know exactly how that's gonna affect him and how he gets dates moving forward until that's cleared up. But Eddie Hearn seems like he's shooting his shot right now. You know what I mean? He shot his shot, paused at Subriel Matias, and Subriel ended up signing with him. And Eddie Hearn is building a nice little U.S. stable. You know what I mean? He building a nice little U.S. stable. He got Alicia Bumgardner. I believe he got Richardson Hitchens. He got Subriel. He worked with Devin Haney. He has a good partnership. I mean, that's not US, but I mean, he got one of the big guys, Canelo Alvarez. He got some solid names that he's building up in his stable, but he's starting to really build things up on the US side as well, which is what his intention has been since he signed that deal with the zone. You know what I mean? So he definitely moving some chess pieces on the board. And if he's able to solidify a fighter as talented as Jaron Ennis, that'll absolutely be amazing, man. And I already heard him like trying to manifest the whole situation. You know what I mean? And he was talking about, yeah, man, like if I sign Boost, then we got to get him a big fight in Philadelphia. You know what I'm saying? We got to make him a household name here, here, and here. We going to do this for him and things of that nature. So he already, yeah, that's him shooting his shot right there. That's just him being him. You know what I mean? Talking real well and just trying to get the fighter to, just trying to convince the fighter that going with him will be the right move. And the question is it really a good move? Is it really a good move for Jaron Ennis to sign with Matchroom Boxing? I'm asking y'all right now. There's 20 people in the building. Is it a right move right now for Jaron Ennis to sign with Matchroom Boxing? Yes or no? You know what I'm saying? Y'all let me know. If he gets Jaron Ennis, bro, that's going to be extremely impressive. I mean, that's going to be extremely impressive if he's able to pull that off. If Eddie Hearn gets that, that's a bad boy right there. He also got Raymond Ford, who's about to fight for the title. Jordan Sheriff says, wonder whether Hearn will build a Ben versus Boots fight. Doubt it, but it could be easier if he signs Boots. Well, I mean, if he signed Boots, you already know he's going to be trying to get that in the works because probably at this particular time, he won't throw Conor Ben to Jaron Ennis because it's not going to really benefit him if Jaron Ennis wins because Jaron Ennis isn't signed to him at this current moment. But if he signs Jaron Ennis and he actually benefits off of the dude, he'll cash Conor Ben out. He'll cash Conor Ben out. He won't care. He understands that Jaron Ennis is much more promising than Conor Ben, regardless of whether this is a legend's son or not. Jaron Ennis is a superstar in the making, bro. He's a diamond in the rough. You know what I mean? But I pretty much got a different opinion from what y'all been saying on here. No says, of course. Stop Motion said, yeah, he should sign. You know what I'm saying? But on the other hand, like really analyzing the situation, man, I think that Boots' best move, and I'm gonna tell you guys why. I think Boots' best move is to get something in paper with PBC, man. And I'm gonna tell you guys why. Because the options that are available at the 147 and 154-pound weight class supersedes the options that are available at 147 and 154 with Matchroom. PBC got way more to offer in those two weight classes than Matchroom does. Let's talk about it. How many welterweights can you name that Eddie Hearn currently has at this moment? That isn't Conor Ben. I can't really name any. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. Like I don't know any welterweights that he has at this particular time that are on top and could give Boots a fight. You know what I'm saying? Now let's talk about 154. Who he got at 154? Josh Kelly? I don't even know if Josh Kelly is still with Eddie Hearn. I don't know. But like, I don't even know if he was ever with Eddie Hearn. I'm just assuming because he was from the UK. But PBC's options at 147, 154 will be a lot stronger than what I'm trying to say is, bro, PBC got more options. If he were to sign with PBC, it'll open up the gates to really get him some of the biggest fights to be made in boxing. If he stays at 147 and he signs with PBC, Keith Thurman said he coming back down. You know what I'm saying? Ugas acting like he ain't retired fully yet. Mario Barrios, Cody Crawley, bro. Those fights can happen at 147 pounds with the possibility of Terrence Crawford because he's a free agent, right? He's done business with PBC before. Now, Boots be like, yo, you know what, bro? Ain't no real good opportunities at me for 147. I'm moving up. Bro, PBC damn near run the whole 154-pound division, bro. We talking about Erickson Lubin, Sebastian Fundora, Tim Zhu, bro, I can name Castano, Jamel Charlo. That's 5 fighters right there who's at the top of the 154-pound division. Bro, the list goes on and on and on. And he could, if he's able to sign with PBC, Bro, it's some big fights that could be made there for him. Jesus Ramos, you feel me? Like there's fights to be made. There's a lot of fights to be made, man. I'm telling you. So if I'm Boots or if I'm in Boots' corner and thinking about his future, his whole thing should be getting the best opponents possible. And in order to really give himself that reassurance that he's gonna get those big fights, these networks or these promoters or whatever the hell you want to call them is gonna want to have some type of stake in Jaron Ennis because they're not gonna want to give Jaron Ennis this opportunity and then they sacrifice one of their fighters and then he dips off and goes somewhere else. No, they're gonna want something written in paper before they decide to like cash out their fighters for that guy. You know what I'm saying? So PBC seems like the route to go. Now, if Boots was at 140 pounds, then I'd be like, yo, I mean, Eddie Hearn might be the move. You feel me? Like, if Boots is a heavyweight, yo, Eddie Hearn might be the move. That's what I think. But considering the two weight classes that he's in and around, PBC is the best move for him, man. So, I mean, he already got a good deal with Steven Espinoza, and he's done several fights with PBC without being signed to them. But I don't think they're gonna let him get too much. They're not gonna give him too good of a name unless he signs with them. You know what I mean? Like they'll give you the Castillo Clays, they give you the Roman Vilas and things of that nature. But we talking about the Keith Thurmans, the Tim Zoos, the Charlos, the Fondoras, all that stuff, bro. I think they'll even give him a hard time trying to get the Mario Barrios fight or Ugas, whatever. Earl gonna be around the 154-pound division. But then we also got to take into consideration Boots has his own promotional company as well. This just clicked in my head. I was looking at the heavy bags they had at the gym that said Boots Promotion, and he has a fighter under his promotional banner. So maybe when this court case settles, or if he's free and becomes a promotional free agent, maybe he'll just stick to the free agent route. You know what I mean? Like Mikey Garcia did, like Canelo Alvarez did, like a lot of these dudes did. But just be his own promoter. Who knows, man? But let's see. If Boots were to sign with PBC, who do you think is a good first fight opponent under the promotion to make? Well, if it's at 47, Keith Thurman would be a good one. But maybe if he loses to Tim Tszyu, maybe not so much. Because they'll be like, oh, Keith was on the decline when Boots beat him. So maybe not that one. Barrios will be a good one. It seemed like he with the shits. His team with the shits. I mean, if he decides to move to 54, Jesus Ramos and Boots will be fire, bro. Boots and Erickson Lubin will be fire. Boots and Sebastian Fundora, stylistically, that's a great fight. I think it's gonna be a washing, but it'll be an entertaining fight for as long as it lasts. Tim Tszyu and Boots, great fight. Boots and Earl Spence, great fight. You know what I mean? Teach says problem is at 140. The problem is at 147. Nobody wants to fight him. Cody might be mandated now, but he refused to fight before, and can still refuse it now. Well, I spoke to Bozy about this situation because the article had popped up on my phone while I was sitting right next to him. So I showed him, and he was like, "Yeah, man, what about it?" And I was like, "You know about this?" And I think the article said that Cody Crawley was being mandated by the IBF to fight Boots. And he was like, "Yeah, man, I've been heard about that. They've been told us about that. But, there was a point in time where we had offered Cody Crawley 300K and he turned it down. You know what I'm saying? But he got a new team under him now, so they might be forcing him to fight Boots. So that fight might actually happen, man. I don't know yet, man. They haven't been saying anything." So y'all heard it here, bro. That man turned down 300,000. And I've heard from other people that he turned down more than that. It was close to a M. Maybe he should wait for PBC to get another network deal because right now their schedule not looking good with Amazon Prime. Well, I mean, from what I understand, I think Amazon Prime is only holding pay-per-view events on their platform. So at this point in time, I think PBC is looking to get another network deal where they be able to showcase fights that are not on pay-per-view. You know what I mean? I think that's what they're looking for at this point in time. And I don't know how long that may take, but I don't think Boo should wait. I think that he should stay active. I think he should stay active. And I guess they're free agent until then. But I don't know, man. It seems like a difficult situation Boots is in all around in terms of the legal battles, in terms of what network he should go to, all that stuff. It just seems like there's a lot going on with Boots right now. But I hope all of that shit just disappears, man. We able to see him in the ring ASAP. From what I heard, he should be coming back around May, June. You know what I mean? So we'll see. We'll see. Hopefully these legal issues don't hold up his career. That'd be really unfortunate to hear. And with somebody as talented as Boots, we don't want this man sitting on the shelf at all. Lorenzo said Boots looking like his destiny is at 54. Yeah. Looks like his best options at this current point are at 154 because the guys that he wanted to fight moved up to 54 or may possibly move up to 154. Sounds like 147 is drying out. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's about to hit rock bottom and get right back up to the building stage. Because as of right now, I mean, I remember for a long time, 147 was the division, bro. I remember it was the division, the hottest division in boxing. But now, you know what I mean, guys retiring, guys moving up, guys just, you know what I mean, they inactive. So it's like, yo, like, what we doing? So it seems like 154 got the fire right now. So it may look like Boots may have to consider that option and going up. Jordan Sheriff says, any idea how Boots actually still makes 147? Guy looks like he walks around about 60, 68. I think 60, 68 is a little bit lower than what he actually walks around at. I'm gonna be honest with you. I seen him earlier today, and bro, he gotta be every bit of like 175, bro. Like every bit. He's a big motherfucker, bro. But what's crazy is he don't be having no type of body fat on him. Like no body fat whatsoever. He's just a big dude, man. Um, solid, like just solid, bro. But from what I heard, he makes the weight pretty easy. You know what I mean? I heard that he eats the whole way to the fight, like he don't starve himself or anything like that. So I'm gonna attribute that to great genetics, hard work, and just preparing properly, putting the work in. You know what I mean? Um, they just look like they got a great game plan overall going over there. And Boots is extremely dedicated, man. Um, once he's locked in on camp, it's like that's all he really care about. He's fully devoted to the game, not cutting corners. When you got a fighter that focused, it's easy to just, make it's easy to make the way. It's easy to have a successful training camp. It's easy to, be successful in the game. So so that's essentially it, man. I just think that Boost is just great genetics, great preparation. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know. I don't know. Great, yeah. Teach said good nutrition. Yeah. Boost actually put me on to something because at that point in time, I was still boxing. He was like, "Yeah," I think he did like when he did his first fight for Showtime. He was like, "Yeah, man, I'm going to Muscle Maker Grill right now, man." And it was like this restaurant at the time. I don't know if you ever heard of Muscle Maker Grill, but they make like nutritious foods that are still like good and stuff like that. Like he said, I'll get like a grilled chicken wrap from Muscle Maker Grill and things of that nature. And he said it doesn't like harm, it doesn't like impact his weight or anything like that. You know what I mean? Because he'll train his ass off, he'll eat, you know what I mean? Then he'll go for a run at night, but then he'll still be like, he won't be starving, anything like that. So I was like, yo, let me check out Muscle Maker Grill. And bro, I mean, a lot of them had closed down, unfortunately. I think there's only like one location left around here. But bro, great food, and they were all healthy, like alternative foods, and it was still good, bro. And it helped me get my weight off as well. So he definitely put me on with that one. I never got to tell him that, but yeah, bro. He definitely put me on with that one. He know what he doing. Him and his team know what he doing. Bozy been in the game since I don't know how long. I don't know how long. Way before I was born. You know what I mean? Maybe when my dad was a youngin. You know what I'm saying? Like they got the key. They got a recipe that they cooked up on their own, and they got it going over there, bro. There's nothing else I can really say about that. I mean, I'm in the process of formulating my own recipe to success. You know what I mean? But in terms of them, they got that shit down packed over there. So shout out to Bo, shout out to Boots. You know what I mean? Shout out to Pooh, shout out to Farah. You know what I mean? Lawrence, all of them. They got that shit together over there, man. But that's my live for the night, man. I'm sorry for the little interruption we had with the trolls and stuff like that. Hopefully that's something that doesn't happen continuously. But from now on, bro, I'm gonna just put my phone on do not disturb, or you know what I mean, just continue blocking numbers, because that's the time we in, unfortunately, man. It's like the time of the trolls, you know, the weirdos. You feel what I mean? I never was a do not disturb bull, but I guess that comes with the channel getting bigger. You know what I mean? People get weirder. It is what it is, man. Shout out to the nation. Shout out to the mob, man. Shout out to everybody who contributed to the chat today, man. Shout out to Lorenzo, Teach, Savvy. You know what I mean? Jordan Sheriff, who came through in the building. I haven't seen him in a little while on here. You know what I mean? But he definitely make his presence known whenever he's available to check out the channel. Stop motion, real sense. You know what I mean? Notes. Who else? Who else? Who else was in the building? It's pretty much the same people, man. Shout out to y'all for consistently writing on the channel. You know what I mean? It is very much appreciated. You know what I mean? Shout out to my boy Ree, my Brooklyn brother, Ree, Anonymous. You know what I mean? Shout out to Mazuma TV clips. You feel what I mean? You guys are the reason why I continue going on this, even with the weird stuff that's going on. Low Nose Boxer, shout out to him as well. Tobias Rex, he said Munguia is gonna knock out Canelo at the house on it. That'd be insane if that were to happen. But regardless, I hope y'all have a blessed, beautiful night, man. I'm gonna get ready for my well-deserved rest tonight, so I'll get ready for work tomorrow, man. But until then, this is Mazuma TV. Y'all have a blessed night. I'm out of here, man. Peace.